Hello everyone, welcome back to another Hytale with Chris and the mic. Today we're going to be finishing up our secret mineshaft base. I call it a secret because this mineshaft was hidden within this mountain and I've turned it into my home. Let's take a look inside. Currently the entryways are extremely crude, but useful. I try to choose a number of lights so that way we can choose the best one. Green, blue, yellow. I don't have enough of those. I also have a balcony going off of the mountain in which birds like to perch upon. And I have various entrances through the cave in which they are completely unorganized. So let's step inside to my mineshaft secret base, and as you can see, my bed is still right at the door because when I first moved into this mineshaft, it used to just be me living in this tiny hallway. I have since moved everything outwards into the grand gallery is what I'll call it. And everything is just kind of unorganized. I kind of have my work stuff over here, and I put all of my supplies into these chests in which I run out of room. I cook mostly over here. I leave my famous treasures in these chests. I don't know if they're really famous. Take a look. Just useful things. And then the mine shaft, it continues. So continuing the tour, this area here is more like, it's kind of like a, we're preserving history. And this is what was left over from the mine. It was an actual pit that was holding a bunch of iron ore. I mined out all that iron ore and I closed it off, but I wanted to keep this here as sort of a relic and a reminder of what this place once was, a secret mine shaft. And so we come down here, and the mine actually goes all the way around. So this side of the mine I haven't even completed yet, but there are entrances and exits. So for example, here is an entrance, like another entry to the mine shaft, and it just goes into a cave. You can go outside as well. I don't know why this has a block over here, but you can continue on in, and there is another entry / exit. So we come out here, and let me take a look at where we're at. So in comparison to where we're at, we're right on the other side of the mountain, and our entries are over here in this area. So lots of different entries and exits. This can go right out to my farm. I can go right out to the beach if I want to. It's a really cool spot with a lot of secret entrances and exits. And then this goes down to a cave, I believe, and I won't show you guys that because there are a ton of cave complexes right below this location. It's extremely easy to get lost, but I got a lot of my early iron and copper. So we're back into the secret base. We come out the door, and remember, I didn't finish this part of the mine shaft. Let's continue the tour. So this mine shaft, it continues onwards. I kind of like this post design. That's actually genius. And this is a portion of the mine that is not finished. I could totally take out this wall here and expand outwards. And then this is just my base. So I've never taken a look at what's on the other side. I mean, I have taken a look at what's on the other side, but I walled it off. So if we take a look, that you'll recognize the cobblestone where I closed it off. There's the wooden beam. And then this just like opens up into the other side. So here is the other part of the mine shaft. I mean, I could technically put a door right there if I wanted to. So we could utilize that part of the mine. I think it would be useful. I'll put this down so that way I know there's a door there. And then there's a back door over here. There's still the original mine shaft tracks. I've removed a lot of the mine shaft tracks, but there should be, looks like we do have another entrance and a little doorway. I guess I thought I was going to put a little doorway here. Not quite finished. And then this also goes outside to like the front area. So many entries and exits. And then there's this area where it dead ends. And then we have a skeleton thing. And unfortunately, it won't let us raise it from the dead. Checking this chest, got a free pickaxe. I think I'm going to take this chest with me. I just collect the chests as I see them. I grab them and I go. And so, yep, back to the entrance of my cave. I didn't put a door there yet. So this is another way in and out. And then let's take a look at more of the ways in and out. I believe this is... Okay, I get lost now. So there's my front door, and then we go to the left. And my secret base is still not finished on this side either. There's my Quebec plushie. Oh my gosh, we finally found it. I had it on my desk over here, and then it somehow ended up next to this corpse. And this... That is terrifying. That little Quebec is a little evil little thing, probably. But yeah, we have another entry and exit over here at the end of the mine shaft. You could take this mine cart all the way down, boom, and you fall down into another part of the mine shaft. And there goes my old farm, which I left. Just the ground is all... I should probably fix that ground, shouldn't I? It looks terrible. And so, yeah, that is the entries and exits to my mine shaft. I have one last thing to show you before I end the secret base tour and we continue with the building. I have this like second story area that was available to me in the mine shaft. It came with these posts and it came with some wooden planks to walk on, and I continued it and built it out. And so there's another couple of entrances and exits up here, and I haven't done anything with this. So if we go out this front way, we have an exit this way with a balcony. And I thought those mushrooms would be bouncy and helpful, but they actually hurt when you land on them. And then you bounce up. I got a beautiful view over here. The temple is right over there along the cliff face. This is held together with gigantic chains connected to the marble mountain. And then I believe I have another entrance or exit over in this location. So you just walk across, and now we have an exit this way. And I believe there is another entrance or exit, but unfortunately there's no way to get there. Let's see if I can make a little walkway. And this is the last entry and exit way. I promise. It's too many. My secret base is just open to all entries in and out, but it's so difficult to find the entries. You really can only find the main entry and the balcony. So we need to organize and improve this thing and make it look the way I imagine a secret mineshaft base should look. So welcome to the secret base series. Okay, so in my secret base, what I've been thinking is that the floor is ugly and the walls are ugly, and I have to switch all of it into something that looks more like a home when you step into it. And most likely just this area to start with. It's a huge square footage, if that's the right word to use here in Hytale. But in addition, I still have to figure out lighting. This is what all this was here for. I was live streaming one day and I was like, I gotta figure out lighting. Am I just gonna put a torch on a post? Am I gonna put a lantern on a post? Am I gonna hang lanterns upside down? Am I gonna hang lanterns from ropes? Am I gonna use chandeliers for lighting? Speaking of which, there are new lighting blocks. Let's take a look at the lighting tab over here. And you can see that there are some different light, like the wind temple chandelier. That is super nice. I think I want more of those. And then this is a standing lantern, the sand swept lanterns. Those are really cool as well. So with that said, I think it's time to tear up the floors and tear up the walls and figure out what material I really want to put down there. So I might need to just sample some materials to begin with. So for example, I'm gonna tear up the floors, and then I will grab most likely some wooden blocks. So I have some wooden blocks here, and I will most likely grab the planks. And so I have some softwood planks, I have some redwood planks, and probably these 3 plank blocks are good to test. So I'll just put down like these, what are these? The softwood planks. And then I'll put the redwood plank next to it, and then I'll put this plank next to it. And now we can see, okay, which flooring do we like better? And there is there is something I want to try out. So I have to figure out which one's hardwood and which one's softwood. So let me take a look. If I think I need to go to the builder's workbench. So I go to the builder's workbench, I put this down, and I get a few hardwood planks. So I'll get 10 of those, and then we get some... What do you get out of this? Oh, those are both hardwoods. Oh, and they tell you in the description. So one thing I was thinking of doing was, okay, well, that looks pretty nice. I don't need the redwood, but I'll put this wood down. And then I was thinking, okay, what if we have a checker patterned floor or some kind of pattern on the floor where... Oh, I think I broke the wrong one. Where you can have like various outlines. You can have a checkerboard like this. Oh, the checkerboard looks really nice. So, and then another thing I was thinking, like, let's say you have like a border design instead. So you can have a hardwood in the center with softwood surrounding it. I think that could work out. Oh, I might not have enough. I need to find which woods would be softwoods. Let's see. Ash is hardwood. Fir is hardwood. Beech log, that is softwood. So it's hard to go. I need to go find more beech logs so I can have a ton of softwood. So I'll craft 10 of those, and then I'll get some more hardwood and craft 10 more of those. And there we go, got it back. Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, softwood all on the outside. And then you can put a hardwood in the middle, and now you've got a really nice design. Or you can straight up go checkers, and then you can have a nice design that way. Straight up checkers right there. I don't know which one I like more. Honestly, I like both. I just have to choose one and go with it. But it's already looking better. The secret base, when you put some kind of floor, and I'm already liking the checkers looking at it, you put down your floor, and then all of a sudden it starts to feel like a home. And I think if we combo this with some cobblestone, wowzers. And now for the walls, I'm thinking about putting these support beams along the walls somehow, and then I'll get the lighting, recessed lighting into the walls, and probably everything will be a combination of like these straight up wood beams with cobblestone would be the simple thing for me. But I think all of it being cobblestone, or even wood for that matter, which I think is a bit much. But there's a number of things, like we can put this into the builder's workbench and we can see like, oh, maybe there are some walled blocks that we can build. None that I see there, but let's take a look. Softwood fence, that probably won't work out. And there's also designs that we can put in place as well. So I don't know. I'll decide. I do have a lot to clear out, a ton to mine, but this is just like the intro to the video. Kind of let you know what I'm thinking and how we're going to turn this secret base into a home, a secret base that feels like home. All right, so it's starting to happen. I mined out some of the floor. I really want to see what this looks like. And I'm going to put down my little checker box pattern here. And how I'm going to do it is I'm going to put down all of the soft blocks first into the checker pattern, and then I'll fill in all of the gaps. And that'll be the fastest way for me to accomplish this task, I think. But building is definitely hard work. It's not my favorite thing to do, but at the end, it's rewarding enough that I put my time and effort into building. So yeah, there we go. We finished part of the checkers. So let's fill in the gaps. It's super easy. Once you lay out the grid, you can just go in and spam the rest of the blocks down, especially if you're good at like shooters. You just like aim your center of the screen right at the gap, and then you fire and you're good to go. And so now look, we've got the checkers down on the floor extremely quick. Some of the pattern is messed up because I have this like interesting pattern that I put down first. I just wanted to see what it would look like, and so we'll fix that. Let's fix it and finish off what it's supposed to look like. So we know that's supposed to be a hardwood. This one is also supposed to be a hardwood. And then and then I get kind of lost. So another hardwood here, and there's a number of, it looks like there's a number of corrections that we need to make, and that'll complete this floor. It'll complete the entire look. And I'm so excited to see what it's going to look like at the end. So it seems like we have to put hardwood here. And I really hope I don't mess up the pattern. But it's looking right. And then there are some corrections. So we have to put some softwood here. And it's like completing the puzzle right now. And I just put the wrong one down twice. There we go. And then we have another row to correct here. And then this one should be softwood as well. And I believe that will complete the checkers pattern. Yes. And this pattern, just putting a simple pattern on the floor makes all the difference. So if I'm imagining all of the mine shaft with this kind of floor here, it's going to look wonderful. Once we step in from the outside, just the feel, the look and the feel. Oh my gosh, I have a giant pet fish down in the swamp. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that trout. My goodness, I wish there was a fishing pole. It looked, geez Louise. Yeah, that trout's gigantic. Anyway, sorry, I get distracted easily in this game. Everything distracts me. But anyways, we're going to walk in. We were just at the swamp. We had a hard day. Let's walk into our home, and oh my gosh, it feels like a home actually walking in. I can't wait to finish the rest of the floor. But everyone, unfortunately, we're going to have to end it here. Join me on this series to complete my mineshaft secret base. Follow me along, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.